And it's the family cash machine. My phone would start ringing as soon as I started doing this webinar. Okay, you guys, we wanted to do a quick announcement today. It's a very exciting day in the cryptocurrency space. You guys just recently witnessed Facebook announcing they have a cryptocurrency. Now, I thought this was quite interesting, and I want you guys to really pay attention to this and be very observant of what's going on, because just a year ago, Facebook banned cryptocurrency, and so did Google. They banned cryptocurrency, which made cryptocurrency appear to be even more sinister in a sense. So, we're entering into a whole new different era right now. And I wanted to make sure that I was available to make the public attentive and very astute as far as what's going on, because there's a paradigm shift going on right now, a huge paradigm shift when in regards with money. So therefore, it forced me to really dig down and study money, although I have been a part of financial industries basically my entire adult life. A little history about myself. I used to trade commodities back in the 90s, mainly currencies like Japanese yen, Swiss francs, Deutschmarks. At one time, Europe was all divided. Now they have the euro. I've traded euros. I traded coffee, municipal bonds, mainly commodities. I traded gold when gold was $300. Yes, $300 an ounce. I was involved in trading gold. And from there, I started getting involved in real estate, which is basically a credit-based industry. I started learning a lot about value, and I became a residential and commercial real estate appraiser. And also, I am a person who understands a lot about corporations and foreign corporations and trust funds, and I've been engulfed in that kind of research for probably the last 20 years. So it's very intriguing. Some of the individuals I had an opportunity to meet in my life were very astute and sophisticated in their knowledge of corporations and trust funds and offshore accounts and stuff like that. So that kind of intrigued me. So in this new global virtual economy, I'm noticing that people are getting left behind. And I'm noticing that people don't have a clue how to make the transition to this new virtual global income revolution that's happening right now. Today, I'm doing this video on June the 26th, 2019, at a time when Bitcoin is making historical momentum and creating history, basically history in the making. So what's so historical about this? I keep repeating myself with this because I want to resonate with my people. I want to make sure my people do not miss the boat, because even myself, I was excluded at the time when we had the internet. Just recently, yesterday, I was watching a video with Katie Couric and Brian Gumble, like talking about this internet thing and what is this internet and how does it work, and what is it gonna do? And so Katie Couric took a break and said, hey, she asked one of her crew members, well, could you explain it again, what the internet is? And it's just kind of funny to me to look at this. Not long ago, 1994, not too long ago, I mean, within my lifespan, people didn't even have a clue of what the internet was. And we tend to forget, that we don't really accept new innovations that easily. I mean, when the car first came out, there were individuals saying things like, well, the cart and buggy works great. Why do you want a thing called the car? And at that time, when cars first came out, they didn't go that fast. I mean, these vehicles were very slow. It had a lot of steam coming out. The buggy and the horse carriage probably went just as fast as the first cars. And then you didn't have roads. There were no modern roads at that time. There was a challenge. There was a huge challenges for the car industry in the inception. And nobody really realized that some years later, we will be traveling across country in cars. That was like far-fetched. But now it's not only a reality. We're not only using cars, we're using trains, we're using airplanes, and we're traveling around the world. Individuals are traveling everywhere, and like I said, back in the 1800s, this was far-fetched. If you'd have told someone in the 1800s that they would be flying like a bird, then they would have told you were crazy. And so it's the same thing going on right now in the cryptocurrency space. In this digital technological currency, what's so exciting about it for me is that I don't have to be governed. And I was looking that word up today, govern or government, which means to be controlled, and mint means mind. So it means mind control. To allow your mind to be controlled. Wow, that's what government means. And so with this new technology, innovative technology called blockchain technology, it decentralizes the power, and it doesn't allow people to govern the public. The public basically through consensus. Wow. And algorithms, the network of individuals that participate makes the decisions. And in my mindset, and from my research, that's the true definition of a democracy, not governed or controlled or mind controlled through media, through propaganda, through false statements and false advertising and false media coverage to manipulate the minds of the masses. That's what's been going on lately. So for me, cryptocurrency is not just about making some money, because it is an opportunity, because whenever something new comes, it's an opportunity for you to leverage your position and to capitalize on it, okay? And that's a beautiful thing about capitalization and capitalism is the opportunity of free enterprise. The bad thing about capitalism for me is that major corporations and major multi-millionaires can come in and control markets and monopolize markets. And that, for me, is not the fair part of capitalism. But with a new decentralized technology, people can come now and they can start detaching themselves from these monopolies and creating their own value. And for me, that's very exciting. That's more exciting than one company controlling the whole industry. It's more exciting for me to see anyone to be able to come into an industry equally and to equally be able to obtain success. That is very exciting for me. The other stuff is not that exciting when you have certain companies that just monopolize the entire industry. Now, I wanted to make an announcement today. The announcement that we're going to make here today is that as of, what's today? Today is the 26th. As of the next week, I think will be around the 1st of the month, we're going to be giving away at the Family Cash Machine a free vacation. We're going to do a 3-month of 90 days to our Family Cash Machine Facebook page and just reposting whatever post that we post for that day. Every day we will put a post up. We'll put a post up about our cryptocurrency college. We'll put a post up about the opportunity to share the revenue in our cryptocurrency college. Yes, we have a college that pays you, and it's decentralized platform, meaning that the individuals that participate in the value share in the value and the capital that's created from that platform. Wow, nothing is like that. In fact, most of you guys, when you go to school, you finish school with debt. We're going to have a platform, and we have the platform up now. You can go to it. I'll leave a link right under this video that you can actually sign up right now. And a lot of individuals are like, well, you guys don't take cash. No, we don't take cash. We accept Bitcoin, but we also pay you in Bitcoin. Well, how can I pay you in Bitcoin? Simple. You can go right to your phone and you can go to the Cash App. You can go to the Cash App, and with the Cash App now, you can actually purchase Bitcoin right there within seconds, that you can actually go and buy Bitcoin on as well. And it's called, I forget the name of it, 1 second. The app is called, what's the name of this app? What's the name of this app? He just gave it to me yesterday. Well, also you can go to Coinbase. You can go to Coinbase, you can get Bitcoins, or you can Google in your area a local ATM for Bitcoin. find this app. Okay, let me go to my texts because I know he texted to me as well. And I actually downloaded this app. Where's that app at? Can't find this app. Where is that? That's it. Robinhood. I don't know how I couldn't find that. The app is called Robinhood. You can download the Robinhood app, and from there you can actually purchase cryptocurrency from the Robinhood app, amongst other things you can purchase on the Robinhood app. I believe you can trade stocks and stuff like that and buy stocks on the Robinhood app as well, because that gentleman sold one of his shares of a stock to purchase a class with the family capturing, which is not a bad move, because this is a knowledge that you're going to need. This is a knowledge that you can take with you, and this industry is not going where it's going to be here for a long time, and it's going to morph into artificial intelligence, and it's going to morph into decentralized autonomous organization, and it's going to morph into smart contracts. All of these things are going now, are going to eventually expand, and they're going to develop extensively. And learning cryptocurrency and blockchain technology right now will prepare you to capitalize, not just now, but to capitalize in the future as these different technological developments start to advance themselves. And you know it's coming. It's coming. You know, I remember growing up as a kid watching Star Trek and Captain Kirk bringing out his flip phone. And I was like, wow, that phone was just amazing to us. And now, if you pull out a flip phone, I mean, you'll actually get laughed out of the universe. They'll probably won't stop laughing until they see you again, and then they'll laugh again. So, you know, but technology is moving so fast. So again, we're going to start this contest on the 1st, and that contest will consist of you going to the Family Cash Machine Facebook page, and just go to Facebook and go Family Cash Machine, and you'll go to our page. You'll like our page first, and then from there, every day you'll take the post, whatever we post, and share it on your timeline, and like it, the post, and make a comment on the post. And if you do that every single day, then you could qualify in 90 days for this free vacation. Now, we're not going to send you to a place that's dangerous. We're going to send you to a place, we may do I think it's a cruise. We're going to send you on a cruise. And usually if you guys take cruises, you'll know that it's pretty secure. When you do get off those boats and go to the local areas, you have usually a tour guide, you usually have security. So we're going to send you guys on a cruise, the Caribbean cruise, Bahamas. It may be a 5 to 7 day cruise, 2 tickets. So whoever wins they'll have a ticket for their loved one, their husband or their wife or their girlfriend or boyfriend, or just a friend. So we're going to give you guys 2 page every day after the 1st, and you will share the content that we post for the day, like it, and comment on it. And that's how we're going to pick our winner. And let's say you guys miss the first 30 days of the contest. Start the contest will be from that day on. And when we find a winner, we'll look at all your reposts that you made. And if you miss too many, then of course you're going to be disqualified. Now, we will give you a little leeway. Say if you guys came in after the first 30 days and you only had 60 days to post. Well, if you didn't post at least 40 posts in 60 days, then you're going to be disqualified. But, you know, so we're giving you some leeway. That's 20 days that we're giving you out of 60. We're giving you 20 days out of 60 to post. I mean, to not post, actually. So that's like, what, 70%? We want at least to see at least 70% of effort. So, I mean, because there's going to be days you're going to forget. And so you'll be able to go into the raffle. But if you are in the contest for 90 days and you only have 30 posts, then you won't qualify for the raffle. So I would suggest to you guys to just make a note of it. You know, you can go on the Family Cash Machine and actually, you know, like our page and be a member of our page. So whenever there's a post, you're going to get notified. And all you have to do is go right on your phone and share it. That's it. And make a comment and like it. It takes you every bit of 3 seconds or 10 seconds or so to do that. and it's very worth it because you're going to get this free vacation, and we all need vacations now. I'm noticing in this economy, in this global economy, one of the first things that is cut back from individuals' lives is vacations. Now, from the report and research states that vacations are one of the #1 stress relievers of society. So if we're cutting back our vacation because of lack of income or just not, enough resources to take vacations, we might, not have a savings, and we're just struggling every day to make it. Now, if we can get a free vacation, that is one of the biggest stress relievers that psychologists have noted to this date is vacation. There used to be a time when I grew up, on one job. The wife could stay at home. The husband goes to work every day. The kids had, fairly new clothes and shopping for clothes relatively, frequent. They had a car maybe every 3 years. They took a vacation every year on one income. Those days are long, long gone. So now vacations are something that most families are not able to do. And most middle class families have actually cut vacations out, and the only time they may take a vacation is that they get a big tax return or something like that may happen. But even then, even the tax returns now are pretty much already spent up before they get them. And so we're living in a very, very unique time, a very troubling time that is kind of giving people a hard time. A lot of people going through some hard times since 2008, since the global economic meltdown, I call it. There's been a lot of hard times. So we wanted to give away a free vacation because there's a lot of individuals that as you travel the world, you're going to learn certain things. You're going to grow in wisdom and knowledge. And one of the greatest ways to learn other than reading and studying is to travel. So we wanted to give away a free vacation, and we wanted individuals to be able to get a stress relief and relax and have a good time because you only live once. Whenever you travel out the country and do any kind of international travel, it's actually creating a life memory for you. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I just want to announce that Bitcoin has reached today 13,500. I think it came down a little bit more, but we've seen history in the makings because there's never, ever been a time in the history of the world that a commodity, an asset was created by digital technology, by the people, and it was encrypted. It had privacy features that couldn't be broken by a government. It wasn't distributed by a government or backed by a bank. It was something that the people created on the internet just from electricity and internet features of online and cryptography that has the ability to be a money. Wow. And the beautiful thing about it is it can be sent to anyone in the world directly, individual, peer-to-peer, without going through MoneyGram, PayPal, Western Union, paying what is called remittance fees. As I just came back from Dominican Republic, and I noticed that a lot of the individuals there, they suggest that I send them American dollars. And I'm like, why would you want American dollars when you're on a peso? Well, because the remittance fees here and the fees to transfer the American dollar to pesos coming through MoneyGram, PayPal, or Western Union are enormously expensive. So if you send me US dollars, and I've been to some of these little neighborhood currency exchanges, they'll take the US dollar to these neighborhood currency exchanges, and it's cheaper to go to the neighborhood currency exchange places than it is to use these major corporations. And to me, that doesn't make sense, because I would think that these major corporations, it would be cheaper since they're doing more volume of business, but they're exploiting people because they feel like they are the only resource for individuals to transact money. So with Bitcoin, we don't have to use any of that. We don't have to use any of those systems. I can send you Bitcoin straight to your phone. Now, Bitcoin is not money, but Bitcoin is a commodity that can be exchanged for money. And there's not a currency in the world that doesn't accept Bitcoin. So you'll have a pretty quick time in exchanging for money. That's not a big problem, because I hear people all the time say, well, how do I get the money? That's not hard at all. There's several exchanges all around the world, and there's Bitcoin machines all around the world, ATMs. All you have to do is Google it on your phone, wherever you're at. When I was in Santo Domingo, I Googled Bitcoin ATM. There were 3 right there in Santo Domingo. So they're all over the world, and they're becoming more and more common. It's a big business. A lot of individuals are buying Bitcoin machines and planting them in strategic places. And so you're not going to have a problem finding a Bitcoin ATM. So all you have to do is put your phone number in there, slide your phone in there with your QR code, and whatever you're trying to transact will come right out of that ATM. So it's becoming pretty common and pretty simple to do transactions. But again, the family cash machine, we're teaching cryptocurrency, money. We're teaching you guys wealth. We're teaching you guys the things that you're not being taught in school about money, about government, about mind control, and how to escape the matrix of what is going on today in the world. Because you guys, oh, the economy is great, but every major economist is saying that we're getting ready to go into a crash and hyperinflation within 5 years. So are the economists wrong, or is the media right? I think I would trust an economist before I would trust the media. Someone who that's their expertise. And the experts are all saying 2 to 5 years, we're heading towards massive and super hyperinflation. What does that mean? That means that there's going to be so many dollars printed, they're not going to have the value. And it's going to take you $30,000 to go buy a loaf of bread. Now, I know that sounds kind of like really ridiculous, but all you guys have to do is go right now and go to YouTube and pull up Zimbabwe, hyperinflation. Pull up Venezuela, hyperinflation. And you guys will see that it's not far-fetched, and America is doing all the things that these countries did in the past that will create hyperinflation. So when that happens, what are you going to do? This is why I'm out here like this every day. What are the people going to do? What are my people going to do when the dollar doesn't have any value, when there's no welfare, when the welfare is cut off, when Social Security is cut off? What's going to happen when they run out of funds for Social Security? How is the people going to react? So we're putting too much trust in government. We're putting too much trust in our future in someone else's hand, and it's time to act now. And this is why the Family Cash Machine has classes that pay you to learn. We're creating our own ecosystem with knowledge. The center core of it is knowledge. And from there, we're generating income for all those that's in our network, all those that's in our courses. We have several courses that will lead you up to the mindset of a millionaire. And with these courses, we're also going to help you to change your mindset from being a slave, an economic slave, dependent on government, and start learning how to create your own financial value, your own value. Remember what I said? I'm not saying create your own money, create your own value. And value is something you can exchange for any currency in the world. And so this is what this movement is all about. Again, all you're going to have to do is go to our Facebook page, the Family Cash Machine, share our content. Every day we're going to make a post. Share it, like it, and comment on it. Just share it on your timeline, and you're going to be qualified after 90 days. If you do that consistently, like I said, at least 70% of the time that you found out about this, then you're going to be qualified. And I would say you would have to have the minimum of 30 days of sharing on our content to be qualified to win. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go out. You can grab the link underneath here. Sign up for the Family Cash Machine. We do have some classes that will teach you how to trade cryptocurrency, how to start getting involved in Forex. And it doesn't matter if the dollar goes up or down. It doesn't matter if crypto goes up or down. With knowledge, you can make money no matter which way these go by understanding how to position yourself. And that's why we're saying this is one of the greatest of wealth ever in the history of the world, because there's never been a time ever in the history of the world that every currency was hyperinflated and just being printed without anything backing it, and the whole global economy and all the currency are crashing simultaneously. There's never been a time. So again, one of the rules about, and so what are you going to be on? So in the capture machine, we're teaching the people how they can position themselves, no matter what your background is, no matter whether you got convictions or not, no matter where you just got out of prison, no matter if you were homeless last week, no matter if you have no degrees, it doesn't matter. It's all about positioning, and it's all about knowledge. So we're giving you the knowledge that is going to create the new millionaires by just positioning themselves with technology and the understanding of economics. You guys are going to be able to amass huge amount of wealth. And again, I close on this note. In the last 6 weeks, Bitcoin went from 3,000 to 13,000. And what is not being said is thousands of people around the world have made millions of dollars. Thousands of people around the world have become millionaires just in the last 6 weeks. That's what they're not telling you. And this is why I'm out here now, getting you guys to come to the Family Cash Machine Cryptocurrency College. Sign up now. Start learning what's going on in the world. Don't sit back on the sideline, because this thing is going to happen with you or without you. And it's always best to be a soldier of action and not a soldier of reaction. Because when you're a soldier of reaction, you're just blocking and you're moving in accord to something that's already happened. If you're a soldier of action, then you're strategically planning, and you're sitting there creating a diagram of attack. You know the weaknesses, you know the strengths, and you're sitting there strategically planning your success. That's what we're trying to create here in the Family Cash Machine. So again, July, we're going to start like that month, July, which represents independence. So therefore, we're going to start our own independence away from central banks, away from banking systems. We're going to create our own economic independence away from Federal Reserve and all these other entities that control our currency. We're declaring our own independence as a people around the world to control our own value and control our own currency and to free currency, so we don't have so much resistance when we're doing all these transactions. If you guys notice how much resistance it is now when you do a transaction, there's so much resistance around the world with transactions. It's incredible. And so this is the things that the Family Cash Machine is teaching you guys. How to do a non-resistant transaction, peer-to-peer, in seconds. And so that's what this is all about. This is a revolutionary movement, economic revolutionary movement for the people. This is to the benefit of the people. And I'm so excited to be a part of something like that, that has the power to uplift people, to raise their consciousness to a level where they can truly be free and not controlled by governments and banks and other financial entities that tell them when they can transact, when they can't transact, and how much it's going to cost you to transact. Those days are over with. So with that, you guys, I'm going to sign out. This is Erick Bond. Again, grab the link under there if you want to sign up for the Family Cash Machine. Take these cryptocurrency classes, which is not just about cryptocurrency. It's about freedom. It's about privacy. It's about economics. It's about generational wealth. It's about positioning yourself for the greatest exchange of wealth ever in history. It's happening, whether you know it or not. And it's time for you to understand it and to utilize this time to benefit yourself and your family. So with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out. You guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.